What up, though? Welcome. Peace, family. Welcome to another Raptalk Poetry Live, where spoken word meets real talk and motivation. If you're new to the channel, go on and hit that subscribe button and join the journey. And tonight, I'm gonna be dropping some Freeverse, spoken word, raw, Ghetto Motivation. So just stay locked in, you know? And if you're feeling the words tonight, you can drop a super chat or hit my Patreon up at Patreon Raptalk Poetry. That's Raptalk Poetry. And over there you can hear some of that fire that I can't spit over here on these YouTube airwaves. Some of that erotic poetry. If you into that, again, feel free to stay locked in. I welcome you all. Got on my D hat today. It's showing backwards, but we gonna rock out. Feel me? As a kid, I spent a lot of time alone. Just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew older and met more people, you see, I slowly started to think with limitations. See, just because they tried, failed, didn't excel, that don't mean that you shouldn't dream, settle for simple things, and grow old with the same story to tell. Because see, as a man, you gotta work. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, keep God first. And stop thinking in reverse. See, that's why the past is the past. See, that's why legs move forward, not backwards. See, everything's temporary, none lasts. But you can't be afraid to dream. Gotta think outside the box. Know your worth, never settle for what you believe. Realize what that means, and that is to never stop. Cause see, we all here for a reason. Everybody is the author of their own truth. But you see, what's more important is the lies and distortion that some being selling to the youth. See, you can be who you want. Time, place, position. Just keep your eye on the journey and don't forget the mission. Pay attention to your vision. Even if it gets blurry, you'll get your credit in the end. Just keep in mind that this is your story. So never be afraid to dream. Just don't stop while the world is moving. Baby steps. Long as you ain't where you were yesterday, ain't nobody losing, you improving. See, this is a movement. You the Malcolm and the Martin. And anytime you about to stop, just keep in mind when you started. So never be afraid to dream. Around the corner is your breakthrough. Never be afraid to dream. Watch where God and self-confidence takes you. Never be afraid to dream. Ha! What up, though? Let's get it cracking, y'all. Welcome everybody to the chat, everybody who falling in. Again, if you want them shout outs, throw something in that super chat. I got you for sure. Shout out to the whole crew, everybody coming in. Somebody talking about look like P. Diddy. Talking about preach, Diddy, preach. That's funny. Hit that like button for your man to subscribe to the channel. I got more of this. I don't think I look like Diddy though. Not at all. Not at all. We're gonna get into some motivation. Talk, kick this game. And that first piece I did was called Never Be Afraid to Dream. Because that's something you always gotta do. It's never, never. I mean, never be afraid to dream. Don't be afraid to think big. You know? Always think big. Think outside the box. That's why I say know your worth. Never settle for what you believe. Realize what that means. And that is to never stop. Never stop. Now we could take that from Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop, don't stop. Now that's what we can do. Is never stop our dreams, never stop our journey. Always realize that and take that in stride that your path is your path no matter what. You know? You feel me? The choices you make is the things you gotta live with tomorrow and the next day. And in your future. You know? Never stop. Never be afraid to dream. That's law. As long as you got some breath in your body and in your soul, you got a chance. You got a journey. You dig? Y'all funny in the chat today, but I appreciate y'all. I love it. I'm gonna give them shout outs. You're giving them super chats. I'm gonna say it all. I'm gonna repeat all your lines. All that. And I make something up off the top of my head right now. You put something in the chat and you drop something in that bucket or super chat. I'm gonna make a poem off of it. Whatever you put in the chat. As long as it's something that can be within the YouTube guidelines I could talk about. I'll make something up about it. Freestyle, Freeverse, off the top of the head. I promise you. Yep, for sure. I'll put it in there. Let me see what you said. Drop a super chat and I got you. Kevin C, I got you. Drop a super chat. I make a 2 minutes worth off the top of the head right now about the subject. I see it. I see what you're talking about. I got you. That's what this whole outlet is for. But we gonna motivate you though. In the meanwhile too. You know. I got you, Kevin C. But this what you don't know about me. I can make up something about you. You in the chat right now. You the lame watching YouTube. You the one that's on my chat. You want me to say something? I can freestyle rap. You talk about crack. Is you on it? Is you down with me? Or is you really my opponent? Just traveling through the channels and you came across me. A man that was cool, that was straight from the deep. Kevin C, you were lame. I wanted you to say your name. I shouldn't even said it. Now you about to be beheaded. You dreaded what you said when you put it in the chat. You real whack. That's why I'm doing you like that. We could have been down with the crew and the whole team, but you acting like a love lame, a dope fiend. You got a dream, I just told you to have it. Never be afraid to use it just like magic. Now who's the really broke one? You talking about these chats, man. You go crazy with the flow. You just like Diddy. You acting real shitty and you can't get with me. Type your words and you type your flow. Matter of fact, I bet you a little hoe, but you don't know. You can't see, but you still supporting the whole YouTube channel like TV. You watching the show, but you don't want to get it. You know, I'm freestyling this whole shit. Man, you don't know about this gift I can give and get and I can share. And under here, I ain't got no hair and I don't care. That was off the top. It's all entertainment. But it's all love. That's the thing. I'm gonna do it with love though. I'm gonna freestyle with love. That one That wasn't coming from a dark place or no hate. That was just coming off the top. You know. You want it, you got it. You want it, you got it. You know. Oh yeah, for sure, it's all support. Yeah, I see you supporting. Since you was here. Since you was here, you know, so we support each other. So you the entertainment for the night. Hope you subscribe to the channel. You see? Your style is free. I got them writtens in. But the message for the night is, matter of fact, you might bring me to my message. Even though I talked about thick skin the other day, the message for today is, matter of fact, you curating the message and you don't even know it. The message for the day is, have thick skin and keep going. You know? And to be honest, you can use Diddy as an example. I mean, it's kind of hard. Look how many people backed up out his corner. Look how many people were treating him like a king when he was up. Then when he went down, how many people wasn't around. And how many people was gone, you know? Matter of fact, that could be the message. You know, you never stay in the same position. That's something you got to understand in this lifetime. You never be in the same position. You can be up 1 minute and be down. And it could be vice versa. You could be down 1 minute and end up being that one. You know? I remember standing at the bus stop seeing people getting money, you know, riding by. Some of them pick me up sometimes. I'm talking about dudes from the hood. I'll be at the bus stop trying to do the right thing. And this nigga's riding by me in all types of rims and candy paint. All types of shit. You know, I'm on my way to work trying to be legit and hold that ground and, you know, and run away from it. But then, as time goes on, a lot of them get took out the game, locked up, whatever have you, lose their life, lose their freedom. Or some of them do some time and come back home and wish they always had a job or got a job when they was 17, 19, or started some type of career or went to school. All types of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not nobody hustle, nobody grind. Cause I just seen all sides of the, you know, of this whole thing we call life. You know, the ups and downs, the clean, the dirty. And we all got choices. We all got choices to make. But on that grown man shit, on that adulthood, man, we just look back, we can get so many of these young people game, and some of these people who still older, still trying to relive their youth and relive that whole reputation. And it's kind of like Nas saying that one song, niggas be stuck in their second childhood. It's a lot of people like that, you know? I mean, we hear about it all the time. And it's a real big generation gap with, you know, the streets of the day, the youth of the day, and then the OGs who giving the game and who want to hear the game, you know? These kids don't want to get preached to, or you know, they want somebody to speak for them. They don't want somebody to speak down on them. And that's where I want to come in at, and that's where you should come in at. You know, that youth around you, the people around you. You know, somebody headed in that wrong direction, kick it to them. You know, give them some game. But you'll be surprised how many old dummies it is too, you know? We still got some of those too. And we got a lot of hopefuls, you know? That's who we speaking to though. We speaking to the hopeful. We speaking to the ones who want the motivation. The ones who want to be around people who doing something, you know? We got enough negativity with the music. We got enough negativity with the TV shows. We should be tired of that by now. The same stories. We live in the past. We know all the ones that was getting money and doing shit, you know? We living all that shit on TV show after TV show. Crime show after crime show. social media news, crime after news, crime. You know, it's sad, but it's a cycle. And it perpetuates that same energy over and over of, the people that dwell in. It's like a new generation coming every couple of years. They got to relive the same drama and stories. They keep it alive. They keep it alive for a reason. Some of these names gonna ring forever for a reason. For hood research purposes, to keep you niggas going backwards, keep you niggas living in the past, not understanding that you can build and be more than that. You know? But this message for those that want to hear it though. That's one thing about this shit. It ain't for all, it's for the ones that want to hear it. That's how we vibing. That's how we vibing. That's how we sliding. That's how we getting. That's how we providing. It's all about the game. It's all about life and how you maintain. The strain on your brain, you can do it. You gotta run away from it. Just do it. Like Nike, chilling like Spike Lee, courtside. I provide, but not in court. I ride by. Not going in, not wanted. But the game I spit is haunted. Like Halloween. Tell me what you mean. That green in your pocket, get you high as a rocket. Streets, they gotta stop it. There's so much confusion. It's mixed energy, sort of like a tuition. It's an illusion. Close your eyes and look in the skies. Analyze something different, you see. How life was really meant to be. The philosophy of BDP, KRS-One, all the ones who wasn't dumb. They try to get you gang, edutainment, but the streets didn't want it, man. They wanted NWA. They wanted Spice One and rapping Forte. I ain't know what to say or know what to name. But all these people, we all in the same game. Life is too short. Life is. Shout out to Too Short. One of my favorites. We just vibing though. On the vibe and tip. Spoken word. I got stuff for the females too. I got this piece I wrote called You More Than the Physical. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna let that one fly tonight. Let that oatmeal beats no meal. Get into that one also. Listen to me. In fact, let me bring this back. I'm gonna do it over this beat. Whether it match or not, it's spoken word, it don't even matter. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. He was too cool. He was too cool to go to school. Refused to open books and abide by the rules. And now he out here scamming, stressing and finessing. Trying to find a female sponsor. You tell me who's the fool. He is. She is. We is. Living in a world where most expect shortcuts and handouts. NBA dreams for all don't pan out, so the corner some stand out. Living in the past. Mad when asked why he didn't make it. Yeah, them old stories sound good, but it's only so long a grown man can fake it. Take it in blood. Rather be a thug than punch a clock. But the feds is looking at time as money, but that's something he don't watch. But how can he survive with too much pride to flip a burger. Oatmeal beats no meal, but when the jokes crack, that's scared to murder. And hood dudes die for that, lie for that. He don't really sell no dope, but image is everything. And will he ever tell you the truth? See, the answer is no. Cause see, we all gotta start, finish. Who invented this system? Prior to the side, get off your ass, get out there, go and get it. You rather sit, quit, talk shit, beg or borrow. But oatmeal beats no meal, stay strong cause today ain't tomorrow. Oatmeal beats no meal. You feel me? You feel me? That's law. Oatmeal beats no meal. You gotta understand that. I hope y'all understand that. Cause having a little bit of something is better than having nothing at all. That's why I say oatmeal beats no meal. Man, when we used to grow up, people used to be complaining like, oh man, I gotta eat this bullshit or this what we on, and you know. And what your mama used to say, you better be happy you got something, you know. I remember ketchup sandwiches. What y'all know about that? I remember ketchup sandwiches, spaghetti sandwiches, heating up the house with the oven, shit like that, man. We can talk about it if y'all want to, man. I come from it. Detroit for real. But you know, we made the best out of the situations. All that shit gave us thick skin in the middle of the hood when we did have to heat up the house with the oven. Sleeping with our coats on and shit. You know? I remember that shit. You know? That is so vividly right now in my mental, man. But we survived all that, man. And we on a whole nother plateau right now as we grow older and realize what's what and take life head on by advancing and being stronger and having that thick skin and understanding that everything is temporary. That's one of the keys to this shit, is understanding things is temporary. Understand that life brings change. It's like that infamous Sam Cooke song, change gonna come. It always do. Always do. You just have to ask yourself, is it changing for the better or the worse? Let's go off that one. Let me make something about this one. If it changes for the better or the worse. Make a verse off that. I can make a verse off that. I can make a verse off that. It's life changing for the better or the worse. Some of y'all curse. Off in the hearse he went. Man, so much time was spent doing dumb shit in the streets. He didn't think that they was coming. Fuck the police, the chief was coming, the whole squad. He was out here living real hard. Never looked at God, never got on his knees, never thought to himself, man, this is a mental disease that's trapping me, that got me in the play. He was just out here living in his wild days. And he didn't know where he was headed. Out here playing the game, trying to get accepted. Just being the kid, some say. But it's fucked up, caught when you in the way. You gotta make one, homie. Being in the way, man, you trying to be pretty, Tony. You trying to be a pimp or a G. You trying to be a gangster, but you really pussy. That's what some don't know. But when he out here and his family don't know, and his friends, they about to backstab. He about to be caught up. He in the meth lab, cooking up all types of things. Fumes can hurt him. All types of gold rings, gold chains dripping from his neck. Out here, he's trying to gain respect. But guess what happened? But guess what happened? The police came through, watched him for a couple of years, and then they ran through. Had him laid on the floor. Told him about some shit from a couple years ago. They had him on tape. They had him on the phone. They had all types of shit, wiretaps in his whole home. Now he gone. Now he gone. I just did off the top of the head the whole story. You see? So you can do that when the style is free, man. When the style is free, you can do it like, sort of like that, you know? Shout out to the whole Detroit again. Again, feel free to, if you're feeling the words tonight, drop a super chat or hit my Patreon up at Raptalk Poetry. You can do either one. Like I said, if you vibing so far, hit that like button. Don't forget you can bless the stream with donations. Everybody in the playback game. If you went to erotic poetry, that's where the fire and the steaminess is at. Right now, the link in the description to my Patreon. You can go over and listen to some real hot poetry. I mean sultriness. Real sexy with the flows, you know. That's where we at with it. Speaking of smooth, this beat smooth right here though. Shout out to Upbeat with the free copyright music. Possibly by Musa Cal. That's the name of this one right here. Let's see if we can make something up off this one. We can make something up off of all of them. That's how the talent flowing over here, you see? That's how the talent flowing. Possibly. She wants me. She looking at me raw. She looking at me through my eyes. It's a mental surprise. Them thighs is widespread. Man. I don't even want to go that far. I don't even want to talk about, yeah, they about to go that far. But you know where the rhyme was headed. Let me bring this one back. Let's see what we can come up with, y'all. That's the fun part. Gotta remember, this all Freeverse. You make mistakes, you start over and do it again and try to get it right. Trying to see what I want to talk about. Pretty much it's gonna be a girl because the beat calls for that. He's so mellow. Cause I'm that type of fella. The one that holds your hand and your heart in the same token. Got your mind and your heart open. It would scope you from the other side of the room. You was looking like a queen and I wanted you in my dream to make that fantasy come true. I scoped you from the start. I knew it was gonna be me and you. Hand in glove, what was we thinking of? Hand in the glove, what was we thinking of? Love. That was the thought, that was the mission. Ever since the introduction. saw beauty inside you. I saw my tears and fears disappear when you opened your mouth and let me in with that conversation. I felt like a wall came down your soul as you opened up and told me your darkest secret. Energy transfer. And I wanted you to keep it. You the sweetest taboo like Sade in 83. Yeah, the perfect one for me. The perfect one for me. Raptalk. I don't think I'm gonna like this one. It's taking too long for that one to start. Scrap that one. Let's see where we at with it. Let's see what we come up with. I dedicate this one to hip hop. See, hip hop is something you love from a distance before you jump in it. At least that's the way it used to be. It's kind of like how Common say I used to love her before she started jumping all over the place and everybody can use her and abuse her and do what they wanted to. Coast to coast, age to age, no censorship. My love for hip hop run deep, you see. Way before Run DMC. Houdini. But that magic disappeared into my heart and turned into a deeper love. I still love her today. It's just in a different way. I gotta be patient with her. Cause I'm like that uncle who looked down and saw her changing, playing in the streets and rearranged and not so deep. But when it is deep, I gotta research a little bit too much. You see? Cause there's still some people out there loving her right, treating her right, doing what they supposed to. I said it's not that my hip hop is better than yours, but hey, shit, my hip hop was better than yours. Now see, I ain't trying to separate. Cause see, for every crank that Soldier Boy, there was the Humpty Dance. Whipping that nay-nay, hitting the quine to a dude on the corner in some tight-ass Adidas pants and a b-boy stance. But see, we was hip-hop. You see, Salt and Pepper, MC Light, and Queen Latifah all can hold their own. But see, y'all wanted Nicki to stand alone and by another female get knocked off the throne. Bone gave us harmony. Now what a coincidence. Cause see, now that sound like today's R&B. You see, no more love ballads. Just a bunch of rap singing and dudes talking about how they want to get you, how they want to get the booty. Snoop had his own gin and juice. The Chronic was finally introduced. Cash Money took over for the 99 and 2000, but her mama was already popping that coochie for Luke. Hell is the truth. You see, it ain't nothing new to discover. All the way down to the fashion, to the artist never asking about these demonic ass symbols and borderline gay ass album covers that the 70s started. Question: why Jeffrey Osborne and LTD on them album covers ain't happen on those shirts? Isley Brothers, Isaac Hayes, Al Green, all cleaned up like pimps. Go in your mama base, wipe the dust off them records and do your research. Cause see, the first to make me think or raise my fist was Chuck and Chris. Red, black, and green before we saw delicious ass. Flavor Flav was trying to tell us what time it is. Cause see, we used to rewind shit. See, I was one of them kids in the mirror with the broom, the voice of the streets. Hip hop used to keep us all in tune. See, I'm in love with the culture. Let me say that again. See, I'm in love with the culture. But I ain't one of them old heads that's stuck in the past. But lately, y'all been on some bullshit. Mainstream hip hop can kiss my ass. Man, these niggas trash. Only the real gon' last. Raptalk. Raptalk, that's the poem of peace. You understand that? That's talking about hip hop, man. The more it changed, it really stayed the same if you really think about it. That's why I say for every crank that Soldier Boy, that was the Humpty Dance. Whipping that name, they hitting the quine to a dude on the corner in some tight ass Adidas pants and a B-boy stance. You understand? All facts. That's what hip hop do. It grows and evolves and change for every generation to do what they want to do with it. No matter where you take it or run with it and place it. That's the motive and move, you understand? Growth. That's the key to this vibe and video too. It's about growth. It's about change and growth. Adjustments, thick skin, thinking outside the box. These are all the things that make for a better you. And hip hop does that in so many ways. Hip hop is a reflection of life and growth. That's why they always said it was the soundtrack to the streets. It's a reflection, it's a mirror. You hold hip hop up like this and point out the streets, it's gonna be a reflection, a mirror. We're gonna talk about the things that's going on in life. At least for the most part. See what else we working with, y'all. I can tell this week right here. Whatever this is right here, we don't want this one no more. Let's get rid of that. All right, let's go to the next one. I had to get rid of that one. Let's see what Jeff Cal talking about on Laid Back. Shout out to Upbeat for the royalty-free beats so I can use over here and vibe out. Let's see what this one sound like. I can make something up off the top. Oh yeah, this one's smooth right here. It's nice and melodic. can flow real slow to this one right here. Uh, she came by looking good. Another girl I thought was from the hood. Misunderstood, she ain't understand me. Bad little, want a dog of that pedigree. Touch me, tease me like Case. I like her waist and that frame and the way the jeans fit. Can I get them digits cause I'm trying to hit it? Her name was Bridget, we gon' call her B. She was down for me, she came over and watched TV. Had some wine, everything was fine. I was talking about in them jeans, I felt like genuine. Cause I was so anxious, I wanted to smash it. I had to have it. I was flipping like an acrobatic, like a gymnastic coach, trying to stay afloat in that water. Baby was a slaughter. It was a massacre in bed. I was sitting till her face turned red. It got so intense. When it was over, the bed was condensed with heat, passion, never asking. I was blasting like a missile, Mr. Mistral. I'm just making the words. It sound real good. The words is action. They adverbs. She's a pronoun. I don't know her now. And with time I hit it, she make that one sound. She like to moan. I call her on the phone, she kicked me out. She told me to call Tyrone. She was treating me like Erykah Badu. How could she do me like that? And it's all fucked up. Still hit it from the back. Still got her in that fetal position. I bent her over, had her gone out of submission, out of commission. I said that wrong, but I don't care. It's just a freestyle song. I'm making it up. You better drop something in that super chat. But if you don't, I'm still coming right and exact. And I'll be right back. Every other day with some shit. It's just like crack. Because you need it. Now you fiending. Now you heard me one time and now you repeat it. And now you watch the video on the replay. It's kinda like a demo. It's going out, you get the memo. I'm just chilling, going over some instrumentals. Raptalk, baby, drop them hoes, crazy, yeah. Raptalk, baby, drop them hoes, crazy, yeah. See, I can make that up off the top, you know. See, that's smooth. It's crazy how you hear a certain beat, you can tell it's for the chicks off top. See, you gotta, like I said in my other video earlier this week or with that last week, you gotta be able to read the melodies of the music. You gotta fall into it and just relax and listen to what it's telling you and, you know, just see where it goes. You ain't gotta rush it or force it, especially when you're a writer. You know, take your time. I mean, even though y'all see me up here freestyling and just doing on the top of the head, I can with the luxury of just having beats playing because I do it so much, but, you know, it's okay to just do this. It's okay to write. It's okay to pull out that pen and that pad and just, you know, play a song over and over, play a beat over and over, and just really dig in your mental and go somewhere with the music. You gotta listen to the music and see what the beat is telling you to do. And, you know, you gotta think if you wanna be high pitched, monotone, lower, higher, all of that. You got to, you know, take your time. Take your time, young man. But you know, now we live in a world where people feel they gotta push quantity over quality, you know, but it's about balance. Because I do understand people's attention spans are very low nowadays, very low. Just like how a lot of people jump in and out this chat over and over and in and out, and just scan through and just see what's popping, and you know, everybody looking for a new thrill, somebody new to listen to. Game is oversaturated, but it's still somebody for everybody. Everybody can build their own core fan base and audience, you know, and with their own style, you know. I could be your type, I could not be your type. I could be your favorite also, you know. Everybody got their own taste. Everybody got their own taste. I like to be melodic though. I like to be chill. I like to get that good game, that motivation, and still talk to you and see where we can go with it and build and create. And like I told y'all, if you're looking for some erotic poetry, you can go to my Patreon right now. The link is in the description. You can go over there and hear a whole nother side of me, especially y'all females. I'm talking about some storytelling, fantasy role play, all in the mental, to where it's like, you know, damn, where's we going? Where's we headed? Just listen to it with some headphones on before you go to sleep. That's on my Patreon page. There's a couple of samples over there, but I can't leave the samples up for too long or too much, because, you know, because people are just listening to samples. And if you want the real, go on over there and peek for yourself. That's all I'm gonna tell you. On Patreon, Raptalk Poetry. Go on and peek for yourself and take a listen and look at them titles and see where it take you. If that's what you into. You feel me? Yeah. I hope y'all caught the message though. And before you slide, make sure to subscribe. You made it to the end of the video. You the real MVP. Share the video to make the channel grow. I appreciate you. Play this back, hit this from the beginning, and just vibe out, meditate to it. Dig the message, the game. Again, you can join the Patreon and check out some erotic poetry if that's what you into also. And on that note, put my D hat back on, even though it's probably showing backwards to y'all. What up, Detroit? We gonna vibe out, tune out, get with y'all. Raptalk. Yeah. Yeah, Raptalk, we up. Yeah.